Welcome back, everyone. It's a tier 7 game on the new Stansky. I am not sure how to say this map's name. Anyways, I'm in the Swedish tier 6 medium tank, the Strv 74, and also known for having ridiculously gun handling, good pen, and good alpha, though low rate of fire on its little tank, and also having, I think, the best gun depression at its tier. No, wait, sorry, second best gun depression at its tier after the Dicker Max, getting 15 degrees of gun depression. It actually, I almost feel like it handles in some ways like a much higher tier tank, because you can shoot on the move with this thing like a god. So I feel like I've got almost like a very puny tier 9 gun on a very fragile tier 5 platform. So I like the look of this spot. It's got nice deep ridgeline, it's got lots of bushes. And as you can see, somehow I managed to shoot a light tank at fairly close quarters without getting spotted. So from here I can also guard the flank of my friends who are fighting in, I'm guessing that's a factory some of these days. And I'll drive into that in a heavy tank and actually get to check it out directly. For right now, we're going to be out here on the flank with our medium tank, doing medium tank things. So it's been a little quiet so far, but then, oh wait, E25 spotted? Yes, there's an E25 spotted. You must damage those whenever possible. So that shot does get me spotted because I was way too close to the bush, but ooh, yeah, the Type 64. Yeah, that was not a good game for him. So back to my spot here, very carefully poking out, taking pot shots. What I really need to do here is keep an eye for that E25, because his ridiculous DPM will just chew my tank to bits. But so long as that T-37 wants to keep driving out where I can shoot at him, I'm okay with harvesting his hit points. I know just how dangerous that little tank is too. Not quite as dangerous as the E25, but not far from it sometimes. The E25. We'll slide into this side of the bush to make sure we get the best possible vision in that direction, to maximize the chance that the E25 decides to pop up on top of that little spot in A56 there. Well, like so, he will in fact get lit and hopefully get ripped to pieces, because that is a really dangerous tank destroyer. And I could shoot here, but it's A, not a very good shot, and B, I don't really want to give away my position to be shot at by E25 and or his friends who haven't been spotted yet. Fortunately, some of the other members of my team noticed how dangerous E25 is, and he just got pounded. And he's falling back, which means that it's time for me to start advancing to try and take him out. Now, I'll be aware of the T-37 is the fact that he literally just sprinted into the middle of all the heavy tanks in the middle of that factory with entirely predictable results. So now I have a clear run on this E25 where I won't be spotted until I'm in attack position. At least so I hope so. It's my first time on the map. It looks like that's how this should work. There's also a dead Type 64 wreck up here, giving me a little extra hard cover if necessary. Yeah, we're here to assassinate an E25. Oh, well, he's dead. So back to the light tank, go skinny, and back away. I need to get stealthed and continue my advance. Now that, I think, was in the AMX 13F3 taking a shot at me, because it didn't do any splash damage. If it had been the Hummel or the Su-8, I think that would have hurt quite a bit. But it didn't hit me, and didn't take splash damage, so I'm going to go with probably the AMX. Now I'm coming here and I go, oh, well, it's like a breakable wall with a medium tank behind it. First shot, unfortunately, is a little bit too high. He's a bit more depression than I thought, but not by very much. Next one goes to his turret. Somehow I'm not spotted by that shot, so I'm able to line up this shot before he finally detects me to finish the job. With him detected, I now have to go into RD and Dicker Max safe mode, so I hide against this little mall here, which is the counterpart to the one I was driving from earlier. Unfortunately, our light tank here just exploded. So, since the IS tank over there is not precisely noted for their stellar view range, I guess it's my turn to go and do some scouting rather than just being a gun tank. So here we go. Going to come to this railway embankment up here. We're going to just poke our tank over just a little bit, see if our sixth sense goes off, and act accordingly from there. 'em. Bump up, pull back, not spotted. Okay. forward to the next ridge line to repeat the trick again. These bushes looking like a good place to do it. But check them up. There's the Dickermax. He has seen me. Quickly pop a shot into him and duck back down because his gun will hurt. The Hummel very nearly stops my tank pretty good. The IS finds an SU-8 and kills it. I really prefer he shot the Dickermax. Now Dickermax has gone back into stealth. Until he starts trying to shell the IS tank, I'm going to try and get that Dickermax lit again. This time I'll use the bush a little more better. A little more better, I don't know. When he turns towards me, I know it's well. Yeah, he spotted me. Luckily my artillery's on cue. Boom. No more Dickermax. Cool. Alright, so now we're going to move along this ridge line, and we're going to try and get up onto roughly the ridge line at F8. Use the bushes along there to scout from. Fortunately, my IS meat shield just exploded, so this just became even more hazardous. As I'm getting up here, oh, someone's back there. Now, this tank has great gun depression, but its gun ascension is absolutely terrible. It's only 10 degrees. As a result, I end up shooting the ground there, whereas in most other tanks, I actually would have had a good shot from 13F3. Now, I can't let that 13F3 hang out behind me. This tank's lack of armor means I will just disintegrate if he shoots me. So I can come up here and get him lit. And you see my friendly artillery is there like, artillery. I don't know where that shot went. Somehow it just dove into the ground in front of me. So I'm sitting there trying to figure it out. I'm not paying enough attention to the mini-map, which is why that was super lucky. Because I really should have lost a big chunk of hit points right there. But amazingly, somehow, the Tiger P bounced. My artillery is good enough to make sure that artillery will not be behind me anymore. So now, we're going to use a little bit of advanced tactics on these two. Simply put, there's no one nearby that can give me fire support, but we still have 3 artillery. So, go up to the bush. When it goes transparent, you can look through it. When we pull back, it goes opaque. Now, you will not lose camo rating when you shoot through it. Yes, I'm loading premium. These two are not easy to pen. Tiger P, though, is being to show me a side. I could probably pen him with standard rounds here. But, well, it's a bit of an emergency situation. It's really me and the trio of artillery. I'm not sure the Hummel has a shot. Which really might just be the M44 and the AMX helping me out. I'm picking on the Black Prince, not Black Prince, picking on the Tiger P just because he's a little easier to kill than the Black Prince. You can see they're shooting blindly, they can't see me at all. Artillery gets the Tiger P, cool. Go for a tracking shot on the Black Prince, but even with premium rounds, it's very difficult to damage a Black Prince when you're a lower tier medium tank. Okay, you can see it there. Briefly, have the bushes transparent so I can see it. Pull back, make it go opaque. You can't see me at all. And this has got to be frustrating as all get out. And just to show you how effective it is, this time around I'm moving up to the bush. And I don't pull back after shooting. So I bounce this premium round off the Black Prince and get spotted. But there's a wreck there. I'm just going skinny behind it because that is one thing the tank's good at, is being very, very skinny. And yeah, artillery slaps for most of his health, and then a final blow comes with the M44 to finish the match. So yeah, that might have been showing off a little bit. Let's take a look at the post-game stats of that one. So here's the post-game stats here, and that looks pretty good. Yeah, there's no epic medals, but hey, mastery is always nice to see. You can see a fair litany of targets I've picked on right there, but really, most of the cool stuff is on the next screen. So here on the team screen, this is actually, I think, is probably the best demonstration of just how much of a team effort in a way that final bit really was. I actually get the second highest damage on my team behind my AMX 13F3, and the M44 is, I think, in like 5th. You can see the IS actually did a lot of damage because, well, you get to pick on lower tier. I think you get to a lot of time picking on lower tier tanks. I didn't really track him very carefully during the battle, but you know, good for him. Well played, etc. But yeah, the M44, 1,100 damage. The AMX, almost 2,000 damage. really good stuff. However, none of us hold top damage overall. That's the KV2R on the other team with just over 2,000 damage. Very impressive, sir. Still, let's be fair. If I had not had the artillery support on that one, those two heavy tanks would have just run my little Stritzwagen over. I could have been as clever as I wanted, but it's not that fast to medium. I was not going to outrun them. So, very, very glad to have the artillery to help me tear them to pieces. If you take a look at the personal stat screen, 21 shots, 16 hits, 13 pens. A little mediocre for this tank, but you know, these things happen. I was probably a little busy being dazzled and trying to make sense of this brand new map to bring the full force of what I had to bear. Excuse me. Only one hit received, and amazingly, it's a non-penetration. And a tank with only 20 millimeters of armor on pretty much every part of the tank. Nope, don't ask me how that didn't over-penetrate the Stritzwagen. I guess it hit an armor seam where two different armor plates over it. I don't. Nope, I just don't know. There's no reason around from a Tiger P should have bounced on the Stritzwagen 74. Almost 2,000 damage caused by assistance. Thank you, heavy tanks, for offering all your hit points up for my allies. Traveled just about 3 kilometers in a battle that lasted just shy of 9 minutes. And amazingly, even though I fired 9 premium shells in that one, I still managed to come off with a 20,000 credit profit thanks to my premium account, despite the almost 27,000 credits I spent on ammunition. And of course, 1,255 base XP turns into 1,883 actual experience with 93 free XP. Happiness and joy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching that match. Good game, and good night.